Akko here again. Welcome back to Resonant Rise 3. I'm on a server on my own at the minute. Ooh, everyone's gone. And I'm starting where I finished off last time. This is my little... Hello, guys. This is my little area here for spawning that you saw last time. Now, what I've done here is I've added some fans from the base, and I've added some spikes there. And if you'll see there, above the spikes, I've got blocks. What this does, it's actually quite nice, because if you remember I did this for Wither Skulls. It pushes all the mobs that spawn on this onto the spikes, apart from Wither Skeletons. I did have this chunk loaded, but I've taken it off because I was getting too much loot. So I had the chest full of stuff. And I'll explain what these are in just a minute. But what happens now is everything gets pushed onto there and dies. Hopper Hawk pulls the things, when I'm not here of course, and if I've got it chunk loaded, Hopper Hawk pulls the things in there. I've got this nicely in one chunk as well, so I can just have a single spot loader, or just a chunk loader set to one chunk. Hopper Hawk pulls things into there. That connects into my other, the chest where the other farm comes from. So stuff that I want trashing gets insta trashed. That stuff is Dissidia on, by the way. Dissidia is used to power the spawner from Forbidden Magic, which is quite cool. So yeah, look at that. Because Wither Skeletons are 2.5 blocks tall. Thanks. Then I actually need to deal with them. Because they're 2.5 blocks tall, they don't die from the spikes, so I can actually manually kill them, which gives me a better chance of skulls. Now, to get skulls, I was actually using the Ender, the sword from Ender IO, because that's got an increased skull drop rate. And I was here a little bit last night after I recorded, and I managed to get 15 skulls, which is enough for 5 wither fights. So I've killed 5 withers, I've made 5 beacons. And I realised actually I had one with a skull, one nether star anyway, so I've got a spare nether star still. I've got 5 beacons made. They're going to be for my ritual, my blood altar, makes that into a tier 5, and one is going to be for the summoning Gaia spirits. That's not what we'll do this episode though. I just wanted to show you this. Like I say, I've not chunk loaded it now, but I couldn't leave this chunk loaded. The iron spikes do not get Wither Skull skeletons. I left it on for long enough to confirm that, I think. So what I meant to do is going to put just warding pavers there so the magma cubes can't get out. Yeah, I think that's all I'll do with that. Otherwise, what happens is down here you get a few nightmare magma cubes and baby zombies sometimes. But anyway, I've got me plenty of Wither Skulls, certainly quicker than it would have been just roaming around this place. So yeah, and right, I'll tell you what these are. I made a couple of tools ready for making these spawners that I mentioned last episode. We're not going to do that this episode. We're going to work out on our ore issues. I have got hardly no ores, and I don't want to use a standard quarry. So have I timed out? No, just lagged a bit. So yeah, I should use the Ender really if I want that stuff. I think I'll put it back in the capacitor to charge up again if I want skulls. Anyway, I made this thing, Curse Spirit's Blade, pretty straightforward, arcane infusion. Some bits there. It's nice. My arcane infusion is so quick to make stuff now. It used to be a bit of a pain getting the jars all sorted and stuff, but now I just chuck things in them. It's nice. Die. What these 2 tools are from? Curse Spirit's Blade found with Tinkerer. What that does, it gets me these things. These are soul aspects. Now you'll see I've got different types in here. Now if I was to store them ones, let's say get rid of some of this stuff. I'll keep them ones in there just for the minute, because I'll see what they're from in a minute. But if I kill it, the next blaze who pops up. Or magma cube then. Blaze. Oh, he's a scary one. Took 1 up as well. He didn't really last very well, did he? So, let me see. I've got Ignis and Limus. I actually want to see what a blaze is on its own. Come on, blaze. Right, so look, the blaze is 3 Ignis, makes sense, doesn't it? Ignis is the fire aspect, blaze gets you 3 of them. A skeleton is 1 Humanus and 2 Examinis. So that kind of makes sense as well. So what I'm working on is getting the skeleton ones, Humanus and Examinis. So it looks like you can create the same spawn of skeleton, overworld or nether. So I need to have a spawn in the nether to hit with the skeletons. I think that's how it's going to go. I'm going to come away from there, because I'm done with that. But what we can do with these things, hello guys, have a little party down there, is We can shapecraft 9 of these into a condensed soul aspect, and then we can get 10 of them. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. We can get 9 of them, so it's 9 times 9, so 81 is it? Or is it 9 the first one? Yeah, so 81 of them. Come on. I'm busy here, dickhead. Oh, I'll turn it on mode, what am I doing? 81 of them lets me get an actual, come on, an infused soul aspect. So then what we can do is with this necromancy tablet, which is from Famine Tinkerer down there, place 3 pedestals around a tablet of necromancy. On the pedestals place 3 soul aspects. So as your basic ones, I could have shown you in there, it'd been easy, wouldn't it? So with them condensed, them infused soul aspects with 3 pedestals, if I put a soul aspect of Humanus on one pedestal and Exanimus on the other 2 pedestals around the necromancy tablet in the middle, then skeletons will spawn. Simple as that. So once you've done all this groundwork beforehand, you've got a way of getting skeletons. I don't think takes any fuel once it's done. So I'm going to do that as one of my spawners. So I'm working towards skeletons, which is, so I need 81 of them, 162 of them, so it's going to take a while, but that's something I can do off camera. I can work towards that. Right, I'm going to meet you back at my base. We're going to start working on getting some ores and not using a quarry for doing it. Okay then, so you meet me here back at my base, and I'm just going to do a little quick fight with a Gaia Spirit. I've just actually fought one of these. I want to make sure that it actually works on here. Turns out it does work on here, which is very nice. I'm going to have a regen, should I say, and I'm going to have a strength potion, and I'm going to kick this guy's head in. Now, look at that. Because he don't have really anywhere to teleport, because I'm out in the water, then he comes here. The reason why I've done it, I was a bit unsure about this, is because he spawns all these ads, and because we've got nightmare mobs, these mobs can be nightmare, and they live up to their name. They can be a nightmare. Oh, I've a bit lagged out there. So I don't know if this is a time thing, or if it's the amount of mobs he spawns, but he spawns mobs. If you don't watch my other series, basically what I do when I fight a Gaia Spirit now is make a blood magic ritual of containment, which holds things in the middle. That's mainly, well, up until now, it's mainly to keep these ads in. But when you do it on a little platform like this out in the water, if you do it on a little platform like this, I didn't get any nightmares in, did I? I don't think. Look, he goes right to the edge and teleports back in. And there we go. Oh, there's a pixie somewhere. Pixie, where are you? So there we go, I've got 8 Gaia Spirits. The reason why I wanted to do that before I did anything else was I've been having an issue with mana spreaders, and my mana spreaders were going real slow. So I just quickly killed one of them guys, made a couple of these Gaia mana spreaders, and now I can make more. So each spirit kill you get is 8 of them Gaia spirit things there. And what I can actually do now is I can upgrade that guy, can't I? Let's have a look. 2 elemental ingots and a Gaia Spirit, wonderful. So mana steel. So the way you make the Gaia mana spreader is a dragonstone, which is a mana pearl, mana diamond through the portal, and a Gaia Spirit around an elven mana spreader. The elven mana spreaders aren't working, and the basic mana spreaders are too slow. So I wanted to. Well, they are working. They're just weird. They kind of work on and off. This one kind of works on and off. One under here as well. So what I need is. I need 2 elementum, didn't I? Which is 4 mana steel. Oops. Currently on the server we have a few people on. There is myself, Sice, Kieran Dave, Dexanari, Koyanti, and Seklo. Very cool. I'll say, I hope I'm not spoiling any of. Hope I'm not spoiling anything. I'm recording. Spoiling? What the hell's spoiling? So, what's going on there? Oh, there they are. So, we've got 2 of them elemental ingots, and jump down there. And now what I can do is eliminate and get either side. I suggest a sash in the middle, which is why I didn't soulbound this, just in case it didn't work if it was soulbound. That there gets me a globetrotter sash, and now I am quicker than ever. Wonderful. And let's put the other spirits back in there. I want to make one more Guy Mana spreader, so I'm just leaving them to remind me. And now I'm a little bit quicker again, so I've got haste off these, I believe, stacks with my speed, and I am plenty quick. Very nice. Now, next thing I want to do is really, I need to just quickly tidy my inventory. So that stuff can go. Oops, that's not turned on. Tell you what, dump it in there for now. I'm too quick. I'm too quick. Dump it in there with all the other goodies. I'll sort that one later. Skulls can go in there, and that stuff can go in the bin. Screw it. I am tidied, right? So I am working towards a couple of things. Ooh, oh, cool. Come here, you. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Oh, I didn't. Now, one of them guys attacked me yesterday. The Eldritch. That's not my staff, by the way. That's Saice's staff. There, he's been using my one recharge pedestal. That is my one recharge pedestal that I made off camera, just because staffs don't fit into the A network. Look at this guy. I got an Eldritch Eye. It's dropped off one of them Gaia. Gaia, getting me mods mixed up. It drops off one of them Eldritch Guardians. You need 4 of them to get to the mysterious Thaumcraft zone place. So I want to turn this on anyway, because I want to put them in there. Christ. Come on, go in there, please. Takes a little while to turn on. Come on, Christ. So let's put that in there. That's Koyansi playing around with pickaxe he's made. That does that every time he uses it. So if he does it again, I should be asking him not to do it for the time being, because it's a bit irritating. You can go in there. Right. So next thing I want to do is look on the clipboard really quickly. So Eldritch Eye, I told you about that. Skeleton Horse. This is something quite fun. I look like I belong on a skeleton horse, I believe. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but ooh, I should have a skeleton horse. It turns out that Britannia agrees, and if I type in virus, I can make something quite cool. Nulodermal virus. I should have all the bits in here to make this. I have, excellent. So there we go. All vanilla stuff, apart from the vine ball and the pixie dust. The vine ball is just 9 vines together, added by Britannia. And what I can do is make a nulodermal virus. And I have got a nice tamed horse. I had to learn a bit about vanilla Minecraft, because I tamed this guy and then I couldn't ride him, so I had to get a saddle. And luckily, Saice had some saddles, because Saice has got a fishing golem that's equally awesome, and I need fishing golems on my dock. But that's another matter. Check him out! Yay! So hit him with that virus, he becomes a skeleton horse. And now, to complete my luck, I am a skeleton. I'm a evil. See, you can see a bit of my tuxedo, but from my neck there. There we go. I've got a skeleton horse. It's also, I've got a graphics issue as well. It's also a shame that you can't fly. Ooh. It's also a shame that you can't fly. Oh shit! What's that? Ooh, cool. Hello, guy. Now, Dave keeps telling me they come in 2s, and that's only the second time I've seen them in 2s. Normally, I've seen them in singles, but oh, where's Dapple gone? You can sit in there for now. So I've got a horse in a soul vial. Wonderful. It's a shame you can't fly sat on your horse. Anyway, that's something I want to show you really quick. Now, I want to get on, like I said, with mining. One of the things I wanted to make that I can't make just yet, because that's why I got the Gaia spreaders, was I want to make a terrace shatterer. And it's made like that, pretty straightforward. A couple of bits of living wood 4 terra steel ingots and a mana tablet. Terra steel ingot, if you remember, you make on the agglomeration plate that I've got up there, and each one needs about half a mana pool full of mana. So because the mana spreader was working really slow, that's why I just did that Gaia stuff just to get that done. This in here, I've started working towards what we're going to need for a tier 6 altar. I've put some of them nice little arcane stone blocks up there as well from Chisel. You know, the Thaumcraft arcane blocks, you can now chisel them as well. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday with not yesterday, last episode when I was talking about chisel. But there we go, you can chisel normal arcane stone into different patterns. Very, very awesome. I started working towards moving on up to the next level with my altar, and for that you need a demon invasion, and for a demon invasion you need a lot more mana than I'm making loads of reinforced slates. We'll actually need them, so I'll take them with me. You need a lot more, I said mana, don't I? A LP than a standard tier 5 network can hold. You need 15 million. So what I've started doing is I've started making these guys runes of the orb. What each one of these does is lets you hold 20% extra in your network, and you make them like so. So demonic slates. I actually had to make enough sacrifice runes to get to a tier 5 altar, and if you remember I said I've got some wither skeletons for the beacons, and then that gave me enough regen on the golems to be able to actually make the demonic slates for these, because without a tier 5 altar I couldn't actually get enough. The way my setup is at the minute, there's ways of doing it, but I didn't have it set like that. But I've got 26 of them, which means when I get a tier 5 orb, which I've not got yet, it means my network will be able to go to 15.2 million, I think, 15 million, somewhere around there, over 15 million, which is what we're going to need done anyway. So just so you know, I'm working towards that. That's now a tier 5 altar, but not a tier 6. What I need these for is I need an absolute shed load of... So yeah, what I have to do is I'll get some terra steel done for later in the episode. Oh, have I lagged out? Okay then, seeing as I crashed, I got on with it and made 4 of these terra steel ingots. I moved that guy, and he was I had him putting stuff on here. He was putting cakes on there miles quicker. As you can see, I've spread it out to 2 of these Gaia spreaders instead of 1. And that was getting mana in there quicker. What I need to do off camera, and I will, is I'm going to make another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make another 10 of these Kekimuruses. So I've got 9 on each of these. So 18 in total. I think should do me quite well. So yeah. So what I've got is I've got the bits. I've nearly got the bits. I need a mana pearl. There we go. I've got the bits to make myself. I need a mana tablet first of all, and that goes at the top. 2 of them, 4 of them. Lets me make this guy, Terra Shatterer. Now this is pretty cool. Starts off with, if I shift right click, nothing's going to happen, because it's the lowest grade, grade D. This is the grading order, and I believe it's some kind of Japanese grading order that I know nothing about. But starts with D, C, B, A, S, and then double S is the best one. So this is a D, the basic one. Because it's a D, it does nothing. Now, what if I throw it in here? What's going to happen is it's going to start eating mana out of there, I believe. Are you eating mana? You do anything? That is not what's. I've got a weird glitchy graphic issue going on. Let's have a look, see what I'm doing wrong. So let's just go like that. Terra Shatterer. Tossed on a mana pool. That's what it says. Can amass mana by being tossed on a mana pool. You can't get the mana back though, so it doesn't function as a storage method. Well, I've tossed on a mana pool. Eat mana. I know, is my mana pool set wrong? Let's have a look. So it needs to be set to sparing, doesn't it? Of course. After we've got that set to accepting, I have, there we go, sparing mana to items. Now it's going to drink it. Cool. So, I wonder if there's going to be any kind of audio indication on what's going on. Let's have a look. It's gone to C. So D, C. So now it's C, and I've got nothing I really want to destroy around here. Let's just have a go here. There's a little cave here, I think. Yeah, I'll call that. I've been struggling for iron. There's a lot of iron just sat there right in my base. So on its standard method, bam. Yeah. So when it's D, it's like that. Or when it's turned off, it's like that. Now I can turn it on. You can see there it's got a little graphic on it, and now it's there's 3 blocks, same as the thermal expansion flux one. There's 3 blocks straight down, so that's your first upgrade. Cool, and it's repairing itself from my mana mirror, of course. I think I need to up my cake production, and I'll show you in there. Oh, look at that. What is going on? I need to do a full relog in a minute, I think. Something's very wonky. I think I need to up my cake production. When I was making this mana steel, my barrel had about 900 in it. I've gone through 200 cakes to make them 4 mana steel, so it's pretty heavy. I may have to move the one who makes sugar next to the actual sugar barrel, because he's a slow one. And I need to get some kind of speed increase on my wheat farm, because that's holding me back. So if it takes almost a full mana pool, I believe, to get to the next rank, and that's the rank I'm going for now, but I want to go bigger. I want to take it to its full upgrade. It gets very expensive, so I'm going to be chucking this in my mana pool quite a lot. What are you now? Rank C still. Okay. Oops, missed. So I want to see any kind of visual indication. That's going real slow again. Put cake down quicker, guy. Weird. Let me just see if this upgrades with that full pool. See how slow he is putting that down? You're watching a minute. Rank B, cool. So we're on the next rank. Excellent. Let me just quickly change this guy. Watch this. If this does the same as it did earlier. Let me get my Golemancer's Bell, which is not even in there. Oops. Certainly not in there. There it is. And let's change him to there instead. Why are you going slow, guy? Okay, let me just move things around a little bit, and I should be back and see why he's going so slow. Okay then, I'm back. It's been a couple of hours, and I think I might have sussed it. It's the thing. This guy, when he's only got one place to place cake, he picks up 16. He picks up a stack from the barrel, places one, and then puts the rest back. And then sees that he can place one again, so he picks up a stack, puts one back. So what I've done is I've given him 3 places using the Golemancer's Bell to place a cake. So hopefully, if these are eating it quick enough, because that's taking it quick enough, then he shouldn't have time to put the stack back. He should keep a stack in his hand, I think. I'd like him to have a stack in his hand all the time, to be honest, but I don't think that's how it works. We'll see how it works anyway. We'll see if that works next time I use some. I'll throw the Terror Shatterer back in there in a minute, actually. I've done a bit of stuff off camera because I was actually getting ahead of myself, and I need to do a couple of things before I could do the next part, what I'm going to do. But I'll show you the Terror Shatterer. So we're upgraded now, and what we've got now is... I've not turned it on. What we've got now when I turn it on is... It does a 3x3, like Tinker's Construct Hammer. So... Why do you... There you go. It's a bit of lag. And I'll do it downwards as well. Cool, so that's what level we're on to now. We're on to B. So D, C, B. 3x3. So that's 5x5, 7x7, 9x9. So ultimately we'll get to a place where we can take big 9x9 chunks out of stuff. And I don't like that all there. I might have to tidy that up later. Right. So yeah, the thing I want to do, it involves a ritual from Blood Magic, and I believe it needed this thing, Awakened Activation Crystal. Now I was going to make this on camera, but I've just actually been and used it for someone else on the server, Lucy Zephyr. She's building underwater at her base over there somewhere. So I've made a ritual called Dome of Suppression, and I think that needed the Awakened Activation Crystal. So I made it off camera. I wasn't going to do it on camera. I've done a little bit of stuff in the Alchemic Chemistry set. I made an Aether, an Incendium, and an Aquasalis, and I needed a Demon Blood Shard and my old weak activation crystal, and that got me this awakened one. Demon Blood Shard needed some other chemistry stuff. It needed, well, you could pick one of the 6. So Incendium is fire elementals. Sanctus, the one that I made, is holy elementals. So I made some Sanctus, as you can see I've got some there. And I made these guys, arcane plinths and pedestals. And you put 6 Sanctus on these, and you get a holy elemental with Sanctus. And I fought 4 of them, because the first 2 didn't give me a demon blood shard, but the last 2 did. So that is how I've got them, and that's how I've got that awakened activation crystal. While I was doing that, I thought I might as well get a second one and make my tier 5 blood orb. So I've done that as well. So now I've got an archmage blood orb in there. To do that, I had to equal trade these back out for the self-sacrifice ones, because this little golem setup doesn't create enough LP to actually build that up quick enough. So I went back to my self-sacrifice ones. I'll have 2 altars eventually. I'm actually thinking of using a dome of suppression under the water there and building my second altar underwater, because I think last episode I said I was going to put it behind there, but it just, there's no room. It goes out of my chunk loaded area. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do it behind there. So I'm going to put it underwater there. Plus, I'm going to have golems and stuff everywhere. I don't want them in the range of the well of suffering that I'm going to have under there. So having it down there under the water might be a good idea. And I will use a dome of suppression if I do that, and I'll show you it. Right, let's turn that off, so I don't want to break anything. So yeah, I've also put a little bit of control on this. I made a wireless transmitter and receiver from Wireless Redstone Chicken Bones Edition, and I wanted to do it via the remote comparator. So what I've done here, this is automated crystals. They're really cool. Now, what I've got here is, I believe this needs a full 15 signal to fire it off. So even if right next to that was 15, I tested, I don't think it was firing it off. If I put this dense crystal here, what I want is, I only want this to fire off when we get a full 15 out of the comparator. So a dense crystal, I've got another one in my inventory there, you make just like that. These slivers you make by just putting a shard in there and splitting them into 4. So dense crystal is settable to a certain input, will give you the output. So at the minute I've got to set to a minimum of 15. So this is putting out probably about 2 or 3 at the minute, because my LP network's much bigger now. It's what's that, 1.6 million in there at the minute, but because I've got a tier 5 orb in there now, I've actually got a capacity of about 16 million, because I've got them ones of the orb. So it's going to be very low. In fact, we can see what it is. Let's see that. I'll put it. Oh, there we go. Where it's set to 2. I'll spam this round again. There we go. Look. So the input's 2. And I've set the minimum. If you look at Whaler at the top there, I've set the minimum to 2. So it's putting the output out. What this one does, this is an amplified one. This, no matter what input it gets in, it'll add 35 onto it. I think it adds 20 onto it. It adds a lot more onto it, so you're always getting 15 out. So what you can do, you can then use that to extend, if using like vanilla redstone mechanics that lose a redstone signal as it goes along, you can use this to extend it. Sorry, I had to adjust my mic a little bit there. I think I was touching my beard. I apologise if it was. So what we've got is, we can set this so that when it gets 15, it'll output, and that'll make sure that that gets 15. I don't think a normal red crystal there would work. I might, once it is full, I might try that and see if a normal one there works, see if this one's needed at all. I think it might be. I am not 100% sure. They should. I would like that. You should be able to put a label on, a void label. By the way, I made some elevators, just because getting down here with stairs and stuff was getting a bit of a pain. So I made some elevators. These are just wall around an ender pearl. I noticed when I put this one in, it was over my thing there, so I thought I might as well put a third one in, so I can get straight into my base. So I can get up into the blood magic area, just like that. So the other end of the redstone control on this is just nice and simple. There's the receiver. So when the transmitter turns on, it triggers the receiver, and the receiver just triggers these 2 red crystals, which also from automaging, and just look very nice. Cool. So there we go. That's so when the orb's full. I think I'm moving a bit too quick, you know, with this damn Globetrotter sash plus the haste off my boots. I think I may be too quick. I keep running into walls and stuff. So yeah, right. I think we're pretty sorted. The ritual I'm about to make is going to use 1 million of this LP. So it's quite a big ritual. And it's also going to use 104 ritual stones, which I've got there. 104. A couple of other things I didn't tell you. Earlier, when I showed you this thing, if you shift right click it, you can have it so it's deactivated or activated on the Essentia harvesting. So remember I was getting them orb things, so you have to do that. And also I made, even though I'm not going to use it yet, I made the one from Forbidden Magic as well, the Diabolist Fork, which I didn't show you. I meant to show you this at the start of the episode. So that is very similar. It's just 3 nether quartz and the redstone. Nice simple thing to make. And what we can do with that is, let me quickly just go on into my Farmcraft area before we get on with this ritual. And in here you can see diamond with some humanus and potentia. Gets us a thing called a blanking printing crystal. There we go. And now if I go and kill something using the Diabolist Fork with that crystal in my inventory, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kill a cow, because I might use the Forbidden Magic one for my cow fat. So some of these are nearly dead anyway, so I'll use one of them ones. Right, so boosh. Kill him. There we go, look. That is a cow imprinted crystal, so that's how you use the raft cages from Forbidden Magic, which we'll get to as well. There we go, raft cage, which is really easy to make. Well, I'm lying, that's not easy at all to make. It's easy enough to make. We'll be having a raft cage, we'll be having a soul shards cage, we'll be having all of them. I think I said that last episode. Right. Let's get on with this. We are going to make a... I've gone the wrong way. Look at all them. Some of these I don't even know what to do. So I'm looking forward to finding them all out. I should have shift clicked and gone backwards. Mark of the Falling Tower is what we're going to do. So I'm going to do it over here. Now I've done this before in Resonant Rise 2. I did it with teleposes underneath. If everyone watches Forgecraft, Direwolf's series on Forgecraft, you've seen Rorax did something very similar a few episodes back, using teleposes to telepose the ritual out the way. And it's very similar to what I did, but what she's done different is she put a block up above the ritual that the meteor hit. What we're going to do here, we're going to summon a meteor full of ores. And what Rorax did was she put a block up there which deflected a lot of the impact of the meteor. So I did a little test in single player, and if you put the block 12 blocks up, then it doesn't do any damage at all to the actual ritual. So that means you don't have to telepose it out. I had a thing with, I think it was it 4 7x7 teleposers underneath, or was it even 9? It was a lot. There was telepose underneath. You summon a meteor, and then I telepose the ritual away. I think though you don't actually need that at all. And I'll show you. What I'm going to do is I need one bit of obsidian. Obsidian with its heavy blast resistance is enough for this. There we go. And I'll get some dirt, because might as well make it the easiest thing to pick back up. And I'm going to need a block of iron as well. Now this is my solution for not having quarries. The problem is I don't think this is going to get me any Farmcraft shards, so I'm going to have something else as well. You can set the config so that it'll bring you different stuff, so I could add ore infused and then water and ore infused ore and stuff like that. So I could set it, I could ask Dave to change the config. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, but if I get really struggling for shards, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Now the obsidian's the only important one there. All the rest are just there for a bit of fun. Fun. I don't think fun's the right word, is it? So we've got a block of obsidian up there. Let's see if anyone sleeps while I keep babbling. I know Sice is pretty busy doing stuff, but we shall see if anyone joins me in sleeping, so we can actually see a bit better. So yeah, the obsidian catches, if you will, the meteor. Come on, anyone. Yay, Lucy slept. Thank you very much. So what I need to do now is, if we activate this, and this is what I needed the higher level ritual for. So that doesn't actually summon the meteor. What you need to do is you need to throw the right block on there. There's different things you can do. If you throw a diamond on, then you get like diamonds, emeralds, stuff like that. I want to throw a block of iron on, and I need to get out of the way because it's going to come down with a big boom. And hopefully it's not going to destroy anything. Sweet. Killed my cows. So that's the thing. I wonder if the golems survived. Let's have a look. Are the golems alive? Golems are alive. So that's all good. Nice one. But there we go. Look at that. That is my mining solution. And if you look, the ritual is fully intact because of the obsidian block. The obsidian block's in there in the middle somewhere. So when I mine this out, which is why I wanted to get a nice terra shatterer with 9x9 on it. What? You should be doing 3x3. Have I lagged out? Why are you a no man? I thought I upgraded it to the rank C. D, C, B. Oh, it's gone down. Does it go down? I did not realise it goes down, so I have to keep feeding it, do I? Interesting. I did not know that. Let's have a look. Let's put it back in here. See if it goes back up. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will go back up. Is that set to... Oh, you son of a bitch. What are you set to? Accepting mana. No, thank you. Sparing mana to items, please. Let's chuck that in there. Come on. Press shift so I don't pick it up. So we'll see, once cakes start going, is he going to feed it quicker? Well, because there's 3 there, hopefully... No, look, he's been slow again. Come on, guy. See, you see what I mean? He picks them up, and then he puts the spare ones back in the barrel. So look at the barrel there, it said 347, it went down. So 340, it'll take 16. Come on. So it went to 324, then you see it jump back up to 337, so it put 13 back. What I wanted to keep them 13 in his hand. And he ain't doing it. Right. I don't know what's happening there. I've not juked that, I'm sure. I'm just there we go. So it's rank B again. So it looks like you have to continuously feed that with mana then. That's interesting. So once it's really big, we'll have to keep getting that fed. But I want it so I can do... There we go, that's better, isn't it? So I want it so I can do 9x9s. At some point I'm going to do a little bit of remote I/O so I can actually get this to go straight from my inventory into the sorting system. Well, into the furnace and stuff. But there we go, that's my mining solution. What do you reckon? I'm going to have to move my cows. But other than that, I think I'm alright. I'm going to go get all that processed. Then we are not going to be short for iron or gold for a bit. There's a little bit of redstone in there. Like I said, there's also one, if I put a diamond on, it'll bring me down diamond and emeralds and stuff, so I'm probably going to get that done off camera, so I've got some resources for making stuff next time. And next time we'll carry on with the plan to upgrade the altars and get some different types of spawning going on. Hopefully, you'll join me for that. Cheers! Bye!